Hello everybody, welcome back. I am KRX and we're going to be doing opening moves for England. Now we've already gone through and set up our country. We've mothballed a lot of our forts, we've built some ships. We are getting our troops over here to drill in London. We're setting our trade ships. We've just gone through the trade, the economy, we've gone through the estates. We've dealt with our parliament issues and a number of other things, just looking at the situation, talking about sort of what we're going to think through. We've got alliance requests going out with Castile and Austria and some other things. So basically, for the most part, we kind of know what we're going to do, and we're just going to start doing the opening moves. So if you're curious, if you haven't seen the first episode, highly recommend that. If you're new to the game, we also have this is not for new players necessarily. This is kind of assuming you understand the core flow, like intermediate players, I'd say. If you're completely new to the game, we do actually have a beginner series focused on England's perspective that actually goes through and teaches the foundational context that's needed to understand this game and make decisions. Of course, what we're doing here is not giving the perfect strategy for England, but instead we're just developing a strategy on the fly with a process and then just testing it out and just playing the game a little bit and seeing how it goes. We actually have a decent amount of power projection right now. One thing we could do, I'm just kind of realizing we mothballed these ships, but I'm actually thinking alternatively, since our economy is so strong, we could actually privateer. Oh, you could only privateer with light ships, huh? Never mind. False alarm. So instead of, how much are these guys actually netting us by protecting trade? Because if we privateer France, actually we rivaled Burgundy, didn't we? We could privateer Burgundy. Why is it saying in Bordeaux? If we privateer in Bordeaux, do we... No, that's not enough. You know what? 25 is not even a magic number. 25 is not a magic number. Let's just keep protecting trade here. Let's not worry about 25 threshold on the power projection. Sorry, we just got a little distracted with that in my mind. At 50 is the magic number, right? We're not quite at 50 yet. So one of the things we're doing... royal marriage with Portugal. This is where I'm just not sure. Do we care about the Portuguese alliance? What happens to Portugal if we break this alliance? Nothing. They ally Castile. Everything's dandy. How does Portugal help us? They help us in their naval contributions are worthwhile. But if we have Castile, no, I think we break this alliance. Okay, we didn't get any penalty for that. Seriously, Castile just rivaled us. Even though you still love us, man? Seriously, dog? Okay. Castile rivaled us. That is not an ideal situation. It's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not ideal. Someone just died. The heck? We just bought that person. This person's not nearly as good. Rip. Let's keep getting light ships. Till we get up to our... That's going to be our naval force limit, though. Castile. We have a royal marriage with you guys, for crying out loud. Don't we? Did they break it? Did they take a stability hit to break it? Didn't they accept a royal marriage? I don't know what's going on. I guess what we could do is we could actually... I want to ally these guys. These are the dudes I want to ally. Portugal's coming back for round 2. Well, if we don't have Castile, maybe Portugal is the next best thing. You know what? That's fine. Let's pick up Portugal. And maybe we pick up the Pope. That ends up being a good thing. Fine, Portugal, I'm sorry. Sorry I said those things. we're going to butter these guys up, though, and just go right in for the diplomatic vassalization. So we'll just start working on vassalizing these guys slowly but surely, and just making sure that we can at least body block Scotland from doing any of that. I think will be the plan. Get the game's pause, sorry. Need this to go for a month so that we can come in here and improve relations. There we go. We're just kind of hanging out. We do know that... oh, looks like someone is supporting the thing that we have here. We could go through it. Actually, we forgot to actually go through and actually do the parliament thing here. Corruption is just money. Giving them some more influence doesn't hurt anything. Legitimacy is something that's going up a little bit, but it technically could dive bomb on us right now because of the civil war that's going on. We don't want to give away Crownland, though. That would be bad, and we don't want to give away administrative power. I think we just leave. 93% chance is enough. No, I'm changing my mind on that. I think we want that done ASAP so that we can get around to another debate in the future quickly. Because getting the manpower one would be huge. Drilling the troops is actually important because what we're doing when we drill the troops is we're getting army professionalism. We can use army professionalism to exchange it for manpower with the slackening. And this actually will get us thousands and thousands of manpower potentially. So all those things will combine, and hopefully we won't have to wait too long to get permanent claims on all of this. This looks bad. Yeah, that's not good. So we're getting some corruption because of that, which is going to cost us a decent amount to get rid of that now. Okay, here we go. Well, the interesting thing is technically we will not surrender an inch of territory to the French. We can hit that button and they can actually agree to not go to war for that province. But I think, unfortunately, we have to take the hit here. And we have to give them the province. Now, unfortunately, that's not good. Not good. We have finished this at least, so we are going to get permanent claims on the region there. A disaster is looming, and it's looming faster. Oh, less than 90 legitimacy is actually having a tank, huh? Well, technically the legitimacy is... no, it's now going down because of negative stability. Yeah, so we do need to do this. Help us out here, game. Apparently we've taken a loan, which was unnecessary. Some bad stuff is happening to us right now. This is what I'm saying. Like, the reality of the fact is... tolerance of heretics +1, okay. Makes a lot of people not like us, though. Ooh, this is not good. France already doesn't like us. Burgundy already doesn't like us. Brittany doesn't like us. But the Pope is a homie right now. But I think for the most part, we get -1 yearly influence, papal influence for the entire game. That's not good, but we gotta do it. I don't want to destabilize the country more than is necessary. Which is what that other option would do. Another little mini civil war within a mini civil war. So we need admin, right? We did forget. Oh, that's right. We can't summon diet because we're working on parliament. Although next time we actually can revoke land, we will be able to enact a religious state and get more administrative power that way. Oof. We need 120 stability to get out of the hole here. I forgot that was actually going to cause stability. So we made a mistake there, that's for sure. We're draining money because we're trying to get rid of this corruption. But that corruption is going down by 1 per year, so hopefully that'll be gonzo. We lose legitimacy and we lose papal influence, but we will get a 254 with an average. You know what? What the heck? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take Mary. Because that gets rid of the entire Civil War. War of the Roses is gonzo because this is Mary Lancashire. Average claim to the throne, and it's not good, but hey, you know, it's not going to completely tank us. There's always a chance this could come back to bite us, though, the War of the Roses, but we have solved that crisis. That also means that our yearly stability decrease is not too bad of a thing. Once this corruption is completely rooted out, which should be in a few months now, we'll be making a profit again, right? But we're just rooting out corruption that's causing us to lose some money. We might want to go up to actually speed 4 here, where we're just kind of hanging out. Here we go. We can get a claim on this province here. It's not a port province, but it kind of blocks, it kind of body blocks France a little bit. If we can come through and sort of get this and take these and sort of isolate Brittany a little bit is kind of the idea here, I think, maybe. Yeah, we do have that loan, so we're not quite as flush as we look. We're really just trying to burn through the... Statesman leaves our court, huh? What's wrong with our statesman? Trade guy's better. We'll get him. Get the trade guy instead. Let's get these ships protecting trade. So we can attack Brittany. They're allied to Ulster and Guillory, not particularly significant threats. That's a clean attack right now. I think we said that we wanted to get these guys buttered up. It's happening slowly. We could wait till we have 2 claims on Brittany. That doesn't matter too much. Just kind of looking around. We are on speed 4 because England, we're really just kind of building up this manpower, right? That's one of the things we're trying to do. And in part, we're doing that by actually drilling our armies. Time is actually moving pretty slow. We haven't been running the game for that long. Ulster's actually has a disputed succession. I mean, we don't really need to PU these guys, but looks like there's a possibility that we could. Serbia, Denmark, actually, interestingly enough. I don't know, does Denmark like us? Not really, they rivaled us. They don't like us one bit. We're back to making money as the corruption has gone away. Making 9 ducats a month, so hopefully we can pay off this loan ASAP. It's going to cost us 200 gold to do that, though. Holy cow, we're in the hole a little bit on that. Get another ship. And we're going to need 8,000 dudes built and 60% of our manpower in reserve in order to get the free claims on all of this. The heck? The parliament seat will change its voting pattern from now. Wow. Loses the parliament seat. Someone else gains. We lose a stability. Oof. I don't think I want to lose a stability. Apparently there's some corruption going on. So there goes all of our income until for the next 6 months. You know what? I think we attack Brittany. I think we get the second claim, we attack them. Well, they're actually allied to Ulster. Oh, Ulster's these guys. Okay, that's actually kind of a problem. So what we're going to need to do is essentially we're going to need to get these guys vassalized before offer military access. That's 10. So we need to vassalize these guys, and then once they'll lose their alliance with Brittany once they're vassalized. We could propose that their merchants could steer trade to you. Okay. One more month, we'll be fine. Okay. So we vassalize these guys. And that sort of actually... And we could actually work on some of these other dudes as well. I'm not going to worry about it too much. let's get these guys back in working order here. We're not going to need that many troops to come down here. Just to have them automatically transport these guys over. There's barely enough room for these guys. They took a little attrition on the boat ride, though. Oh, nope, not true, not true. Free diplomats. What can we do with these? We can increase our opinion with our allies, Austria. We can sort of buffer anyone in the area that might dislike us after we take Brittany's land. So let's try to preemptively try to butter some of these peeps up. Like, we've rivaled Burgundy, but they don't hate us inherently. Provence might be someone that could be upset by what we're about to do. It seems like the Pope just doesn't like us. Or, you know... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, lose some prestige. That's fine. We'll get prestige back in the war. Let's go. It's go time. We have an heir, right? The heir is 2 years old. We have a decent queen. So I think, honestly, the Queen Regency would be totally fine. Let's attack Brittany. Let's get this war going. Let's go down to speed 4 because things are moving and grooving. I like playing at speed 3. It's just the right rhythm, I find. They only have 8,000 troops. Wow. They only have 4,000 here themselves. I'm going to do a quick sweep. Our ships are not fully repaired, but they're pretty strong regardless. That's a grasslands province, yeah. Oof, man, that's going to be utter destruction. Yep. Let's take... Let's take enough guys to start working on that fortification. Yeah, they're just hiding. That's fine then. These, yeah, let's wait till these guys get grouped up. Actually, what we could do is we could come up here, bash those ships up a little bit, make sure they don't get these guys out of here. We're not actually going to need to mess with Gallery. I don't think we're going to need to separate piece them or anything. It is an opportunity economically, but I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. Oh, France is fighting somebody. Fighting Burgundy. Okay. It's an interesting... We'll have to keep a close eye on whether or not there's an opportunity from this or not. Gain some inflation. We don't really have any at the moment. And we'll get some admin from that. I think that's almost always worth it. Yeah, we'll give them... Well, do they want us to give them military access? I'm not sure if that helps them or not. Here, let's... It says you guys are protected trade, but you're just kind of lounging around. You can keep doing this at war. I'm not worried about it. Ooh, that's interesting. They're trying to land on us here. Are they gonna get there in time? Nope, they're backing off. Okay. Our vassal's even trying to land troops here for now. For no apparent reason, really. This is completely blockaded, yeah. Everything's fine here. These guys are going to be scared to move, I think, mostly. We do have that loan. We can pay that back. Actually, the interest even went down. I don't know why, but there you go. It's painful, but I'm going to... No, I don't think we're going to go +1. We don't have the luxury in doing that. France versus Burgundy. France is just so powerful. France is just so disgustingly powerful since the Emperor patch. It's just not even funny. It's not even funny. France, what are you actually going for? Going for a little bits and bobs down here? Yeah. That's tricky. Let's make sure the king is on a siege so that he might die. I think as soon as we're done here, we're just going to scoop up the 2 things we want and get out of here. I'm not sure if I'm that concerned with, you know, we should have gotten one on this because there's a fort there. That was me being kind of a doofus. So now we're going to have to re-siege that fort next time we fight Brittany. Speaking of which, well, we'll just start the, wait a second. Why did it go down? Oh, because I guess we're not blockading them. Well, once we take their capital, then... No! No. Provence is going to take, dang it. Burgundy, did you declare on France? No, you're actually the, wow, you're the defender against France. Usually almost always what happens is Burgundy attacks Provence. France gets called in, but this time, no, France just like, no, I'm just going at you. I'm just going right at you. So did Burgundy, did you have like no allies, dude? You had 1 ally. Oh my gosh. Burgundy, you goofed that up, dude. We should have allied Burgundy to protect. And then Burgundy probably would have just attacked Provence anyways, but... We don't want to beat up Gallery too hard here, because if Gallery can come and actually beat up Provence, that would be good. Ugh, we've been 42% for multiple cycles now. This is incredibly unlucky. Hello? Dang. Brittany's still going to exist, but the other interesting thing we could do is we could subjugate him, and that would actually get us into a war against Provence. And then I think Brittany has cores on Provence, don't they? No, they claim, not a core. I think we just do this though, and we just circle back around and take more of their land in the future here. It is true that Provence might take that province. It's a bummer. It is what it is, though, I guess. This is kind of nice. We pay a little bit of money. We have a good amount of money. And we can just sort of bolster up the economies in those areas. That's a fantastic event. We have 19,000 manpower. If we were to actually build up 11,000 more dudes to get to our full force limit, we would be paying an extra 2 ducats a month for those troops. And presumably there'd also be the manpower concerns. But you know what the heck? Let's get up to our force limit. And then we'll need 60% manpower, which is basically going to be 20,000. Do we get any army professionalism for what we just did there? Not really, we're at 2%. Sometimes an event or something can maybe save us on that. Keep drilling Henry here. What I do is send those guys home. Keep these 21,000 there. But essentially this is a decent start, right? We vassalized the little dude up here. We can just integrate whenever we want. We need 60,000 manpower. We're not... We've gotten a little bit stronger here just by taking bits of Brittany. We have a decent alliance network. France would be crazy to attack us. Our economy is still strong, despite the fact that we're rooting out corruption. Rooting out corruption, that's coming from the overextension, I believe. Yeah, wow, that's expensive. 2 ducats a month because of that little bit of overextension. Wowzers. 272 manpower per month. In order to get to 20,000, it's going to take us... It's going to take us like 4 years probably to get there. Renaissance is formed. We're nowhere near getting any of our technologies. France is probably already teched up to... No, they haven't actually gone to 4. Whoa, Burgundian... Whoa, what is this? Wait, if Burgund... Wait a second. If Burgundy... The Emperor demands the lowlands. If Burgundy... I don't know if Burgundy is going to fall under... Man, this could be a really easy way or to get 2 stability if we boost it once right now and then we get the free. I think we're just going to take the free. I don't think we can afford the admin cost of that. So we're drilling 40,000 men here. Levy the troops. This is all done right now. It's just that we need 60% of our manpower reserves, which we're just not there yet. We're just not there yet. When is the next debate gonna go? 5 years from now. Fonts is over here hoping to take all this. I don't know. They're gonna have to get up to Gallery too. Gallery's actually down here causing a ruckus. We'll have to see what happens with Provence, but I think likely to say that Provence will probably take this province, and then we'll need to swoop in and get the rest of these. So people are insulting us. That's not very nice. Let's make sure we're building back up a spy network with Brittany. I mean, ironically, Navarre is actually on the table, but they are actually already PU'd by Aragon, it seems. Local manpower plus 100%. That could be good depending on where it landed. Probably should have taken a look at that actual province to see which would have been best in that situation, but... Scotland, what are you doing, dude? You getting into a war? You in a war, Scotland? No. I'm tempted just to grab these guys and vassalize them as well. It's just kind of an easy way to conquer land. A cheap way to do it. Again. So we got 5 months. We can stomp this down for the next 5 months. Then we're going to be taking out another loan. I want to make sure we're at least running a profit here. $4 years for that corruption to go away completely. Brittany, I mean, if you want military access, you can have it, but good luck. Good luck. for the most part, I think we're looking good though, guys. We can continue to gobble up. You know, maybe we can grab these next 2 provinces here. These are high development provinces. We can grab those. As soon as we get 60,000 manpower, we'll be able to conquer any Irish miner. We'll be able to take all of Ireland for ourselves, which will be quite nice. So there's not going to be any issue with that. The only thing is we are just waiting for the manpower at this point. But this, you know, we gave up Maine. That was a big decision there. It does look like France is decisively winning sort of their war against Burgundy, but I'm kind of curious exactly how this is going to shake out when that actually triggers. We'll have to see exactly when that fires and what happens to Burgundy. If Austria actually inherited Burgundy, that would be crazy, because then that would throw Austria potentially into a war against France, or if Burgundy decides to join the HRE or something like that. It could be nuts. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what actually shakes out here. For the most part, we're drilling 40,000 dudes. We're at the border of just kind of waiting for things to happen. I mean, there could be a situation where attacking France right now wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Or attacking Scotland. I mean, would France even honor the call if we did? Yeah, France would. But France is getting into debt, right? France is getting into a debt situation. Our power projection's going up. That's pretty nice to see. And so on and so forth. So guys, thanks everybody for hanging out with us during the opening moves for England. And I will see you guys in the next one. Again, this was really just going through the process of England, dealing with some of the things. We ended up getting an heir through an event. We took them. We got rid of the War of the Roses issue. We gave away Maine. We didn't have to fight that bloody war against France. And these are just sort of like some little decisions that can help us have a smoother sort of entry point as England. We can beat up on Brittany, beat up on Ireland, eventually beat up on Scotland. And then once we build up our power there, then we can throw it at France. France will actually lose power a little bit as they consolidate their vassals and stuff. As those guys get integrated into their country, they'll actually lose some of their military prowess. Their quantity of military, at least, will go down a little bit. Thanks everybody again for hanging out here and watching this opening moves episode for England. I'll see you guys in the next one.